Hiding in plain sight. So this 50-cent coin just looks normal, and it is. However, that date right there, the 1993, they didn't make many that year, and that makes it worth between $1.30 and $35 currently. So that's a recent selling price range on those. So it's a 1993. Only 1 million of those 50-cent coins right here were made, and they are quite hard to find. So try and find that date. If you've got a 50, it's worth flipping it over and checking that right there, because, yep, you wouldn't know unless you know. The coin value list right there, available through the link in my account if you're after that sort of information, because I think it's interesting, and you might too. But anyway, let's see if we can find something like that in this lot of 50-cent coins right here. Plenty of 50-cent coins to look for. I really do like searching the 50-cent coins. There's lots of interesting designs, and I get excited when I find those low mintage dates. So, 75. You want the 72s, 74s, or 73s. I jumped around on the dates there, but 75 is close. Okay, this coin right here, there's a couple of things to keep your eye out for on these. You look for a little blob of metal on the helmet up here. This one doesn't have it. And you look for a blob on the bottom of the robe of this gentleman right here. If it has either of those two things, you can add a couple of dollars of value to that particular coin. These ones here, you can get a bit of extra spiking down the back of the kangaroo, or extra doubling of the back, called a Roozilla if you find that. And price-wise on those, what do we got? Just trying to find it. So it's a 2001 coin on the list here. $7 one of those sold for recently, so that's what you can keep your eye out for. A bit of extra value. I like it. 2011. Was that sort of ringing a bell? I know the 10-cent coins, there's two of them in a row. The 10-cent coins, 2011 is a low mintage date, but yeah, it mustn't be on the 50s because it's not on the list. 78, 1999. Let's try and snag a 1993, 2014. So these can have a thing called a crop circle, and you're looking in this little void right here for a little circle type feature. Now this coin's got a little bit of dirt on it, so it's making it a little bit trickier to check that, but that one doesn't have it. So, but the 2014s, keep your eye out for it. This one's a 1979, and you check for the double bar on the 1979. So you look behind the emu's head for two little lines of metal coming in at it like a double bar. That one doesn't have it, so, but that's the region you look. Now these 2012s, you look for a donut, and the donut is supposed to be, well, sometimes if you're lucky, it's over here somewhere in the coin. If it's got a little donut type impression on the coin, but that one doesn't have it either. But there you go. The 1993 is definitely a date to keep your eye out for, not just your standard 50-cent coin.